Hey everybody, hoping y'all can hear me. How's it going? See if I can get everything to work properly out here. I don't know, my signal strength seems to be pretty good. There's my backyard. Those are the mountains. Those are the mountains that I saw in a picture on Zillow that got us to buy this house. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to check it out, see if I could, come outside and, do live streams outside when the weather's decent. We have a little breeze right now. I'm hoping you guys aren't getting blasted by wind. So, somebody let me know what's going on if you wouldn't mind. That would be great. That's why I'm here, just to test it. Can you hear me? Can you see everything okay? I'd show you the donkeys and the horses, but I can't see them myself. They're all behind buildings right now. But if I can do some lives out here from the backyard or maybe the front yard, I don't have a very, very long extension cord, and I have to plug this thing in because the battery is shot. When it's not 150 degrees or gusting wind, I'll come outside. If you guys like it, let me know. Just got to tell me what's going on. So those are the mountains over there. Those are the Wallapies? No. Those are the Black Mountains, I believe, and the Wallapies are off to the left, and the Musics are off to the right and behind me. We have 3 different mountain ranges that surround us. And the one to the right in your picture, I believe, is Mitten Mountain or Mount Mitten. Looks like it's a mitten with a thumb sticking up. And they say that there's gold up there in that crotch. But even though it doesn't look very high, it's over 5,000 feet. And, it's not as easy a climb as you might want to think. People have tried it. So anyway, I was hoping you guys might enjoy some different scenery. Seeing if, this all works out well. Trying to get you all straight there. The mountains aren't really quite that crooked. Yeah, that's my backyard. Here's where the horses and donkeys live. But they're all hiding right now. They're in the shade. It's not even that warm out, but, I don't live outside on the regular, so what do I know, right? So anyway, it looks like it's working. I'll listen to the playback and see how it sounds, because nobody's giving me any feedback. But I know it's just pop-up. I just wanted to come on for, 5-10 minutes just to see how it was working, make sure it was working well, and that my intro would play and, that kind of stuff, because I'm not sure. I've never really streamed from outside before. But if it's going to work and you guys want to see something, let me know. I will take you as far as I can with a plug, and I do have plugs around the house, so we can go around the house about 100 feet. So let me know what you want to see. And if we sit quietly in the front yard, we'll get to see birds and things come into the tortoise pond. So maybe I'll try that on Friday. We'll see how the weather goes, and if I have a cord long enough to get me somewhere that I'm not baking in the sun and you guys can actually see something. So anywho, that's about it. But yeah, this is my lovely backyard. I do enjoy it. We're here on 4 acres. Beyond that fence over there is not ours. We would really like that acre. But we do own the acre across the street from our house and the acre behind us. And then it's kind of like an L. We own the acre next to that acre behind us, and that has septic and electric and a falling down mobile home that needs to go. So yeah, that's where we live, up here in Dolan Springs. I do have a video if anyone's interested and wants to go look. Hashtag Dolan Springs. It is hashtagged, and you can go look it up and watch a drone fly over our little town and see our dirt roads and, our free-range cattle and all the interesting things and cactus and stuff and whatnot. Hopefully we'll get some Joshua tree blooms this year, and I'll show you guys those. They are beautiful. They kind of smell like a very faint hydrangea. If you guys know what hydrangea smells like. Not quite so sweet. Uh-oh, somebody's here. Sorry, I have a really bad glare. Maria, oh my goodness, Maria, it's you, girlfriend. Where you been? I miss you so much. Been thinking about you. Yeah, this my backyard, girlfriend. That's it right there. I love it. That's the picture I saw on Zillow, and I'm like, yeah, that's where I'm gonna live because that's gonna be my view. So I didn't have any water, so I put in a fish pond. I don't know if you guys can hear the fountain running in the background, the waterfall. But yeah, I'm just testing out my equipment on the back porch and seeing if it's working and if you guys can hear me, if you can see stuff, if it's interesting. Better than sitting in the house listening to the birds and, me with a blinky light because I got the little laptop. So if I can take it outside, why not? Girlfriend, I am online like a lot of days a week now. I've been very busy. I've had, 3, 4 auctions already, and they've gone really well. That's on my other channel, Desert Rose, Beads and Baubles. Come on over. And yeah, so I've been doing the auctions and prepping for the auctions, which involves cleaning out my craft room. So that's been kind of involved. And the nice part about that is everything I get cleaned out and set up for an auction is organized and not in my craft room anymore. So, well, it's actually in my craft room, not in my guest room, which used to be the craft room. So slowly but surely, that's all getting taken care of. And I'm doing the billing and the invoicing and the giveaways and the shipping and all that. So that's good. So I'm doing that on Wednesdays, and I'm going to do a couple of Mondays a month, depending how many Mondays are in the month. There's a schedule I just posted, and I might change that to Tuesdays, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm still playing with the schedule. It's all new. And then let's see. On Fridays, I'm doing my live Let's Chat with just me. And then on Sundays, I'm still on with Doug. And I'm going to start doing, that's why I'm trying to decide what day I'm going to keep doing my auctions. I'm going to start doing tarot again over on my other channel too. So, and then today I actually recorded a week's worth of daily devotionals. So yeah, I'm actually keeping busy, and the house is getting clean, and so I'm not around very much. So, rich, yeah. Well, no, I tend to spend almost as much as I've been bringing in, but at least it's not coming out of Doug's paycheck now. But I have been mostly buying inventory to keep on doing other kinds of sales. So yeah, there's that. And Doug and I actually did a lot of housework and yard work this past weekend, and just because I've been ignoring the housework and Doug was getting grossed out by the kitchen stove. So let's not talk about that. But it's all shiny, clean, and white again now. So, vacuuming, dusting, laundry, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. Cleaning up the yard, the dog poop, things that have blown up against the fence with the wind and all that. And as you can see, there's still more stuff in our yard to clean up. There's a big pile of wood that's supposed to be a garden cage garden boxes that never got finished. And then there's a pile of wood on the outside of the fence, which used to be the roof to the donkey stable that got blown off a couple of years ago. Yes, it's been sitting there that long. And we had to have a new roof put on the donkey stable because we had this giant 70+ mile gust of wind that ripped it off. That video's on Facebook, but I can't get to it. So, yeah, so I've been busy, but actually I'm happy that I'm busy because I finally feel like I'm coming out of my funk that I've been in, because we moved here and things were good and we were making progress. And then, you know, the COVID thing, and the election stuff, and the past 5 years of life, and it's been draining and it depressed me, and I sat around and I didn't get anything done, and it seemed like every project I tried to do just wasn't working. But right now, knock on wood, knock on wood, yeah, things are going well, and I'm hoping to not bite off more than I can chew. I'm trying to do it in small steps and just keep moving forward. Nope, hang on. I gotta get really close. Oh, yeah, good. I'm so glad. Hey, you got to take a break, I took a couple Sundays off, well, I changed my schedule from Tuesday, Thursday to just doing one day a week so I can have more time to do other stuff. I haven't been following the RV community. I watch Mark usually, but that's, about it. Him and EDU Matrix. And the rest of it, I'm just tired of the same old, and have not lost my faith or hope that it's all going to happen, but it's going to happen when it happens. And until then, we got to keep on keeping on, because we ain't been keeping on in a lot of ways. And I don't just mean you, me, or, the world in general. But yeah, Sundays we are on. Okay, so they did the time change, but we're still same. You're Miss Arizona lady. So yeah, on Fridays I'm on at 10:11 a.m., which makes it 1:11 p.m. for the East Coast. That's why I did the 11, just so they can remember 111. Easy to remember. And that's when my auctions are on Wednesdays and Mondays. Also on my other channel is 10:11. But that's a good time of day for me with the birds and whatnot. Usually the chores are done and things are mostly settled and quiet. And then Sunday, Doug and I go on in the afternoon at 2:11. So, or 2:10. I think that one's still 2:10. So that makes it 5:10 for the East Coast people. And, just hang out and chit chat like we always do. Yeah, Doug is like, I don't really want to keep telling people how they have to live and coming up with all this philosophy. I'm like, well, I don't know that people really want to hear that. They just want to hear us being married people being goofy. So let's just hang out and chat, So that's the plan. And yeah, I started doing the daily devotionals. I started listening to Rita over the Booted Chick. I met her through her selling some things, and I went to her channel to check her out, and I saw she was doing that, and I'm like, all right, let me check this out, because, I'm old, and I've been, trying to figure out what it is these people are all talking about with this Bible deal. And so, started listening to her, and she really just touched me. She makes sense to me. So, she sent me a couple books, and I've been reading them, and so now I'm sharing them out with other people. So they come out every day at 3:33 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and that makes it so that people on the East Coast can wake up to pep talks and praise or whatever, if they so desire. But a lot of people have been liking it, so that's cool. I'm glad it's helping people. And yeah, that's what I've been doing, just hanging out, being a bum. I hope you're doing good. I have missed you. Definitely have missed you. Oh, yeah, always. Yeah, see, Doug hasn't been feeling well. He's been, we've had this wind, and, he's outside all the time and up on roofs and stuff, and he actually lost his voice. But it's like, kind of like a bad allergy thing. He didn't feel like really, really sick, but, he wasn't breathing well. He lost his voice, so he couldn't really talk. And, he's just run down and tired. So last weekend we were on, the weekend before, he was literally sleeping 10 minutes before we were supposed to go live. And it's like, the man just needs to just take the day off. And then he felt guilty for not doing anything. It's like, yeah, you were doing something. It's called restoring your body. You need to do that now and again. So, yeah, we're just, doing our, Doug and Ellen thing per usual. So, but, I do feel like we are finally making some forward steps. I don't know if you heard or not, but we finally paid off that last piece of property that we just bought with the falling down wreck of a trailer on it. But it's ours. It's all ours. We have the deed, and we got it in the mail this weekend. So I love it. So, yeah, that's it, though. I'm hoping that this is a document reader camera, but it works with the laptop. So, I've tried my camera. I've tried the GoPro. I tried a home security camera, kind of like a Ring doorbell kind of thing. None of them will work with my laptop or my computer. They only want to work with Doug's cell phone, which isn't really convenient for me going live. So I got this document reader now. The computer won't use it, but the laptop will. So here we are. So I do hope, I didn't hear a 5x5, but Maria's talking to me, so I'm thinking she can hear me. So hopefully it looks good and sounds okay, and we can play outside now. And, maybe the donkeys or horses will be interesting one day, or we'll see really cool birds. Maybe my ravens will come by and sing to us or something. I don't know. 5x5, I'm hoping I'm seeing that right, because I can't, that's going to be my problem, is seeing the chat, because this is not made for outdoor, the screen is not an outdoor screen, so, but hopefully I can, if I have to, I'll put a shade or something up so I can, see you guys. So yeah, I don't even know what time is it. I've been on here a little while, about half hour or something, I think. Really can't see the screen too well, so let's see if I can pull up my clock, see what time it is. Yep. Been about half hour. So I gotta go get the dinner thing going and all that, so maybe I can feed Doug in about an hour or so if he's home, because we never know when Doug's gonna get home. But yeah, I'm glad you guys stopped in, and thanks for chatting with me and spending some time. Hey, you guys are here, I'll let you know. See that buy me a coffee up there in the corner? That goes along with me reading the daily devotionals from Walking with God. I'm calling it Buy Me a Book or a Bale. And I'm going to take 50% of whatever comes in and spend it on animal food for my critters here. We're not a rescue. This is just because this is how I'm making money. I'm online. This is, apparently the new way people over 50 make money. So here you go. So I'm here, and I am selling wares, actual physical wares, over on Desert Rose Beads and Baubles. Come on over and buy some shinies. But if you just want to help out, feel free to buy me a book or a bale. 50% goes to animal feed, and 50% goes to buying either Walking with God or The Message. And I will send those to whoever requests one as soon as funds are available that come direct from Amazon. And when I hit 500 subscribers on this channel, I'm going to do a giveaway of both books, The Message and Walking with God. Got to come to that live and enter, and somebody's going to win the set. So, yeah, just so to let you know, it kind of feels weird saying these things, but I guess this is how the world works now. Welcome to the digital age, right? Well, Ellen's working from home, and I am, oh boy, there you go. That would be the donkey. Let's turn around. Maybe y'all can see her. I got a short cord, so I don't want to unplug. Can you see her hiding behind the tree? This doesn't have a zoom, I'm afraid. That's Willow yakking away at us. And Hannah is right there. And that's our inversion machine. Table, whatever. Needs to come in the house. We both got the bad bags, but there's Willow. So yeah, so I just wanted to explain to you guys what that was. And if you click it, it'll take you to the page that tells you all about it. And thank you very much if you do so. And if you don't do so, thank you very much for being here and spending time with me, because you know what? The socialization is much more important to me than the money. So, how's that for a wrap up? Thank you so much for popping by, Marie. I'm really glad to see you. And yeah, if you can, come on by Friday morning. Come on by, tomorrow morning I'll be on the other channel. Friday morning, I'll be on this channel. Sunday afternoon, Doug and I will be on this channel. And next Monday morning, I will also be on the other channel for my wrap-up of the sales for the month over there. So that's what I'm up to, folks. Thank you for coming by. Thanks for helping me test my equipment. No, Doug's not home. She just sees me and thinks, oh, well, if I make some noise, maybe she'll give me a treat. And now that, because we're starting to get some green stuff. Yeah, moving the camera. Can you guys see her? Let's see what I got you looking at. Oh, see, she's in the shadows. I don't have a good light. Right? Oh, there we go. A little bit. You can see, right? That's their water trough. Well, on this side of the fence is a plant that's growing. It's a desert mallow. Looks like little kind of orange buttercups. And she's eating every single leaf off that she can grab through the fence. because she's Willow and that's what she does. Willow is a chow hound. She's like, the dog, but she's bigger. But you got to be careful because she eats too much and then she gets tummy ache and then I freak out. So, Queen Creek, that one is. She's from Queen Creek. Hey, Patricia, how you doing, girlfriend? I hope you're having fun with your daughter. Thanks for stopping. I know you be a busy girl. I don't mind staying on. Y'all want to sit and chit chat. I'm good. I'm, got to cook some dinner, but I'm just thawing out some hamburg. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but something. You can always do something with hamburg. No, Willow, that's naughty. No kicking the fence. So yeah, I was just testing out my camera and my microphone, seeing if the wind was getting you guys. The biggest problem I have is reading the chat. So I have to get really close and like put my hand over it. But yeah, I'm glad you guys stopped in. Come visit Sunday. Let's get all the gang back together. Gary was there on Sunday. It was really good to see him. He was telling us jokes per usual. Under last Sunday, he dropped a link, and that takes you to his webpage, and he's got 2 free joke books there. So go check that out. That's under last Sunday's video in the comments below. Yeah, I know Maria's here. Isn't it awesome? I know I miss you guys too. Still haven't heard from Polly. I sent her a message this morning, so hopefully she'll get back to me. And Friday live, 10:11 a.m. my time, 1:11 p.m. Eastern. Also on tomorrow, Wednesday on Desert Rose, Monday on Desert Rose, Friday on this channel, all at 1:11 p.m. Eastern. Sunday at 5:10 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully I'll be able to see you guys then on one of those places. Oh, somebody's typing. Hang on. Oh, awesome. Bless Mama. Yeah, send those to Johnny. He'll sell them for you. Yeah, if you need his link again, let me know. I emailed him a while ago. He said, yep, whenever you're ready. I said, you were still in the very beginning process. But he said, yeah, whenever you're ready, let him know and he'll help you out. Because, he's from there. He had a shop. He has contacts still in Louisiana. So I'm sure he can help you out finding someone to get you some good money for that. Maria, yes, the creature upstairs. My creature called me, my oldest one. Hey. Stop that. Sorry, Willow's kicking the fence. He flew to Phoenix last weekend. Well, I guess, a couple days ago, and got his girl Mercedes and her, the 2 cats and the dog and him drove back to Colorado, and now they are not living together, which I'm much more pleased with than the last situations that have been going on. And they're going to take it slow and see if it works. So they each have their own apartment for a year, and they're about 15 minutes apart, and they're going to work it out. So I heard from my creature. But Steve, when have I heard from Steve? It's been a few weeks. I haven't heard from Steve in a while. I don't even think I've seen him on Mark. I think a lot of us are taking a break because a lot of us are, I know I was hot and heavy into it for a couple of years, and it's like, hey, everybody say happy birthday to Ella. Happy birthday to Ella. You still eating that cake, girlfriend? They sent her a whole red velvet cake today on the show. And Chick-fil-A and all kinds of presents and goodies. It was a good day for Miss Ella. I hope your siblings got around to calling you now, girl. Oh, boy. Yeah, Miss Ella. Go check her out, man. She's got the goods. Save here first. She means it. She's been in a good mood this week, giving away a lot of stuff and dollar auctions and all kinds of stuff. You just got to keep the girl fed. That's all. Keeps her happy. So yeah, this is my backyard, Ella. This is where I live, out in the desert. Just testing out my camera and my microphone, seeing how it works. Give people something to look at besides, nothing interesting or listening to the birds. Now we got the donkey kicking the fence, but, I live in a zoo or with a zoo or I'm the zoo caretaker. I'm not sure how that all works, but, Yeah, those are my mountains. That's Mount Mitten over there. They say that that's a giant. And if you look to the left, I'll have to get I have pictures of it on other videos, but the left actually looks like a face laying down with a big headdress going all the way to the left. And then his forehead, his nose, and his lips and his chin, and it goes right down his neck. So it's pretty cool. No, girlfriend, that's my backyard. Look, I moved the camera. It's true. Look, there's the donkey. This was a picture I saw on Zillow when we lived in Connecticut. And I said, hey, Doug, we're going to move there. He's like, is there a house? I said, I don't know, but that's going to be my view when I die. So here we are. No, it's beautiful. It really is. It's picture postcard perfect, baby. It is gorgeous. We're not, oh, stop that, Willow. We're about 30 minutes from the Grand Canyon Skywalk, where they have that glass skywalk, the west rim. It's not the big giant canyon that everybody goes to. It's the upper end of it. We're only about 30 minutes from there, so it's really pretty here. That's why I wanted to move here. I need nature and outdoors and sunshine and, I don't really like the people. Pets, plants, people, in that order, Yeah, me too. You know when that's going to happen. That dinar goes skyrocketing. Well, unfortunately, no. We're going to have the Zim go, because without the Zim, I can't afford it. Unless the housing really comes down a lot. But, Willow, naughty. Here you go, guys. You're going to get a show. Hopefully you can see it. This is what they do. The dog and the donkey, back and forth. Yeah, I'll have to figure out where the best lighting is at different times of the day, but mostly I come live at, 10 o'clock in the morning, so the front yard might be good. We'll see. Oh, here comes Gypsy to put in her 2 cents. I don't think you'll be able to see her yet. This lighting is not made for this camera, or vice versa. Hi, Gypsy. Can we see you? No, I can't see you. She's right over there. See that blur? That's Gypsy. She's white with spots. She's technically a spotted ass. Now Willow's hiding in the corner. Well, there you go. You got a little bit of something besides just mountains today. So, yeah, I suppose I probably should get going. Go cook dinner for Doug. He'll be home hopefully by 6:15. I don't know. But, yeah, guys, thanks for popping by. And, hey, if y'all want to do some kind of pop by this time of day, other days of the week or whatever, let me know. I'm usually free to go after like 2:30. I'm, hanging out doing not a whole lot of much. So, you want a late night, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, let's chat. I can do that. I just don't want to bug people at dinner. Oh my goodness, I can't read this. Is there a feed store down in Kingman? That's where I order from Tractor Supply. I get the horse grain. But there is a local hay store here called Rednecks Feed and Seed. They don't have good horse feed there, so I do get it from Tractor Supply because my boys are old. They're in their late 20s, or early 20s, I guess. But the donkeys don't eat grain. They only eat a meadow mix, and we can get that usually here at Rednecks. If not, then Doug has to go to Golden Valley, which is about 20 minutes, about halfway to Kingman, and they have a feed store there. I was surprised with the amount of people that have outdoor animals that there aren't more feed stores here. But there isn't a lot of money here. People can't really afford to buy land, put up buildings, all the stuff involved. It's hard. Oh yeah, and Frank, right. I forgot. He is a big Frank fan. I don't do Frank, so yeah, I haven't been over there. But if you see him, tell him hi and hugs from us. We're missing him. Tell him everybody needs to come hang out Sunday. Doug feels like nobody loves him. He's thinking about maybe we should cancel that. And I said, I don't think so. I think, people are just, it's a weird time of year and people are doing their stuff and they'll come back when they're ready to come back. And in the meantime, we just do our thing. And honestly, for me, I think it's kind of a good way for me and Doug to sit down once a week and talk. I mean, we're probably not going to spill all our secrets, but guess what? We don't really have any. We're not that complicated, but during the week, he's tired. He gets up, leaves work for around 4:30 in the morning, gets home around 6:30 at night. He's beat. And, I'm doing my stuff during the week and he doesn't really want to hear about it. But Sunday, us sitting around talking to you guys is a good time for us to catch up too. So I kind of like it on a selfish level. Oh, ow. Yeah. I don't know. I just, I'm not doing any. I mean, pretty much I listen to Mark. Occasionally I pop into Mike Barra just to see, what kind of foolishness he's got to say. He can be funny. He can be crude. He can be just far out there. What else goes on? Ooh, I don't think you'll be able to see, though. Gypsy's going to roll, but she's in the sun, and I don't think you can see her. Oh, too bad. It's really fun to watch the donkeys roll. I wish this was a Zoom camera. Y'all keep coming and buying shiny things. I'll buy a better camera. How's that? Maybe I'll just buy a better laptop and use that. That would be awesome, huh? So anyhow, yeah, I'm just staying out of it. I don't, believe you me, I'm gonna know it all. Mark will tell me, and I'm sure 100 other people that I've met across the time of this RV foolishness will message me or talk to me, or I'll see them somewhere and find. I don't think it's going to be a secret. I mean, National Bank of Arizona sent me an email, and I'm sure it wasn't just me. Every one of their customers saying that, hey, we now deal in 80 foreign currencies. Well, gee, that's good to know. Just give us a call, set up an appointment, come on in. If we don't have it, we'll order it for you and let you know how long it'll take. By the way, would you like to talk to a wealth manager? That was all like right there in that email. Like, oh, all right, cool. Actually, I clicked on the link in the email, and that was the first question that popped up when I went to National Bank of Arizona. And then when I was in PayPal, they are making changes because they're going to start accepting crypto as payments. So there's that. So there's your RV update. How's that? Can you see her? She's rolling. I don't think you guys can see. I think the sun's too bright over there. Oh, that's too bad. Gypsy girl. We doing, Gyps? Uh-oh, I got really low bars. I'll work it out, guys. Thanks for letting me play with the tech. Hope I'm not making anybody dizzy moving the camera around. Uh-oh, I can't see. I can't see. Hang on. Gotta block it. Yeah, I agree, Patricia. I definitely agree. You know, but yeah, I'm not being depressed because you know what? My life doesn't suck. The world's not perfect. And guess what? It wasn't before I found out about it. And it probably won't be after I become a bajillionaire and live in Oregon with Maria in my basement. So, whatever. I'm just going to enjoy the ride because, you know, that's why I'm here, in my opinion. And I'm not saying every day is, rainbows and unicorns, but a lot of them are, and they can be better too if you just put that into perspective. So, all right, Maria's kicking me off. Time for me to go. Sunday, hope to see you guys there, 2:10 p.m. And there goes the dog and donkey again. And yeah, tomorrow I'm selling glass pearls. Monday, I'll be selling everything that didn't sell over the whole month of March. And, back on talking to you guys here on Friday. And if it's nice out, I'll be right out here and maybe we can see things better. So, as always, sending much peace, love, and harmony from Petrichor Ranch in Arizona. Get some sun and find a reason to smile. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.